Pantheon Rise of the Fallen has some of the richest lore I've ever seen in an MMO. The lore ultimately has an effect on almost every aspect of the game. Story is intertwined all throughout the world, so those that can't get enough of it will still be able to stay occupied for a very long time. But at the same time, if you just want to kill bosses and get that loot, without really knowing much about the lore, you can do that too. However, I still think it would be useful for pretty much everyone to have at least a basic understanding of the overall backstory. So today, I'm going to try to summarize the vast lore of Pantheon in only 5 minutes. So, let's get started.
This is BazgrimTV. Learn, laugh, level up.
The world of Pantheon is called Terminus. However, it was originally known as Nysterok, and during this time it was ruled by a group of dragons known as the Rainborn. The Rainborn were divided into the Rivalrine, who were the dragons of the sky, and the Solcromain, who were the dragons of the sea. And, like most dragons, they didn't really get along too well, and were constantly trying to assert their power over the other. But then, along comes Raknilthamos, who is such a boss that he leads the Rivalrine to overthrow the Solcromain, and even kills his own father to secure his place as the ultimate Dragon King. Thousands of years later, almost all of the Rainborn mysteriously leave Terminus. And when they leave, Terminus is left with the Dragon Accord, which is an agreement between Raknilthamos and the quote-unquote power of unknown origin. The agreement renamed the world Terminus and limited the contact the mortals would have with their gods. Shortly after, pieces of other worlds inexplicably started arriving on Terminus, which brought new races, deities, and landscapes to the world. The dwarves were the first to arrive, followed by the elves and then the ogres. Next came the Jinto, but shortly after, the Jinto's god king started to literally go insane and began corrupting his race into a ruthless army known as the Revenant, and proclaimed himself the Ravaging Lord. With probably the worst possible timing, the Darkmere, Archai, and humans then arrive on Terminus, because not too long after, the Ravaging Lord launches what's known as the Deicide War by unleashing his armies upon the world. Realizing that they're absolutely screwed, leaders from each of the 6 races hold a super secret meeting and decide to construct these massive sanctums on each of their 3 continents where they can basically just sit and wait, because there was some prophecy at some point that said if they did that, they would somehow survive. Well, sure enough, while they were cowering in fear, 6 mysterious war wizards arrive on Terminus to challenge the Revenant. The races then rally behind the war wizards, and the Revenant flee to a nearby mountain. But that was probably a poor choice, because there, Raknilthamos suddenly returns and kills the Ravaging Lord like it's no big deal. And as he's about to breathe fire and destroy everyone else, he's stopped by a mysterious figure who tells him,
"Blood for blood, King. There is no breach."
And just like that, they both disappear, and the war is over. Being fashionably late to the party, the halflings, Scar, and gnomes appear on Terminus. The war wizards keep the Revenant at bay until, for a reason still unknown, they vanish. And the Dragon Accord is strengthened, cutting off the people's access to their gods. The year is now 987, and you find yourself here, a simple citizen just trying to find your way as an outsider in this new and unforgiving world. You could choose to lay low and live the life of a simple tradesman. Or you may choose to venture out and explore the many mysteries of Terminus. Like, why do all these divine beings keep abandoning us? Why do all these races from other worlds keep showing up? And more importantly, what are we going to do about all these Revenant that are making a comeback? There's still much to be learned about our new home, so who knows what might happen next. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed this brief overview of the lore of Pantheon. If you learned something today, hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you can see more Pantheon content like this. And while you're at it, share this video so that others can stay informed too. I'd also love for you to comment below about what other topics you'd like me to cover this year. So, until the next one, my name is Bazgrim, and thanks for watching.